Peggy, welcome, Luigi and FrightFiend. This is the fifth race of the 16-star tournament. After this, we're going to be moving on to the semis. We might as well start off with something very basic, starting with Luigi yourself. How long have you been playing Mario? What got you into playing Mario? And what categories do you run?
So speedrunning wise, probably since the end of March, early April. That's when I started like speedrunning it. Before that, obviously played it as a kid. And then when I joined TikTok, was kind of just playing it casually. And then a bunch of people saw me playing it casually from Hawks community, and they were like, "People actually play this without speedrunning it." and Yeah, so that's kind of the story. And then category wise, I enjoy 31 star the most. Um, but yeah, it's pretty much been that and 70, and then a little bit of 16 thrown in there.
Nice. And of course, shout outs to the shotgun speedrunning as well.
Yes, of course. We love shotgun, love being top 10 in the world there. So can't wait to get back to that eventually. And then you and Mr. Andy Games, I have some business to take care of with that. But yeah,
Yeah, that was good fun. Good morning, everybody who's just jumped into the stream. Appreciate you. We're just getting set up for the start. My camera seems to have disappeared, so I'm going to re-add that at the same time. And FrightFiend, for yourself, how long have you been playing Mario 64? What categories do you run? What got you into it?
So I have been playing Mario 64 since 1996 and got it with my console. I still own my original console, and I just started running back in November. I was in a lot of streams. I came into the community probably about a year and a half ago. I started by watching Ted, and then I kind of just flew into a bunch of the other communities, started watching other racers, met a lot of awesome people in here. And I'd wanted to start speedrunning a while ago, but it really jump started in watching other runners go. So it's been awesome. I took a little break for actually a couple of months. I was PBing really quickly until January. I took a little break. I've been on and off, but I generally run 16s. But I love all Mario games.
That's awesome. You love to hear that, man. I too, I don't know if it was 1996 because, my parents didn't love me enough to buy me a 64 when it came out, but I think a year or two after that, I eventually got on, which was kind of nice. I've put Craigie Boy's Gmail in the in-call messages, Fried, if you can add him in, if that's okay.
He's here. He's actually here.
Get out of town.
I am here.
Craigie Boy, welcome in. Thank you for coming on for some co-commentary. Can you tell us about yourself? Tell us what you do. Give us some shout outs to your best PBs and what do you know about Mario?
Yeah, so I've been playing, I guess similar to what FrightFiend here said, since he was a little kid when he got a Nintendo 64, first video game I ever owned. I've kept up with speedrunning over the past decade or so, but didn't really start until the last 6 to 8 months. So on the 16-star side of things, I have an 1857 LBLJ and a 1935 no LBLJ. That said, my 120 is definitely my category of choice. I have a 205 on that side of things. And then I also have a 57, 53, and 70 star. But I'm really excited to be co-commentating today. I'm a big fan of both Johnny and Dini here. So glad to be here.
Fantastic. You love to hear somebody who grinds a bunch of the categories. It's kind of interesting too because out of everybody here, Luigi's the one who got me back into running Shotgun Mario, and Craigie Boy's the one who got me back into running 120 star. So it's kind of awesome. And FrightFiend, I've just been watching your scary reviews for a hot sec, which is just cool, man. So what we'll do before we obviously start the race, we're going to need to see how this works in terms of sync for both of you. So what I'll do, I'm going to count 3, 2, 1 reset. And when I say reset, when you guys both to reset your console, I'm going to figure out the time difference and then we'll try and do it. I believe because Luigi is streaming this, he might have to reset a bit earlier, but we'll go from there. If you gentlemen are both ready, everything's good for you guys to try and get this started.
Yeah, we're good.
Amazing. All right, gentlemen. Well, if you can, On reset, give it a go. 3, 2, 1, reset. Okay, FrightFiend's was instant. I'm waiting on Luigi's. Whoa, okay. Okay, that was a massive delay. We're looking at like 5 seconds. What I'm going to do, I'm going to count down from 6. On 5, Luigi, reset, and let's see if we can sync these up. Let me 1 second.
6-second countdown.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got to do what we got to do here, man. It's it works pretty well though. I'm going to obviously bring up my timer as well, so that way we can at least have a general view of how this is going to go. So I'm going to count down from 6. On 5, Luigi, go for it. On reset, Fright, you do your thing, and let's go from there. All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset. Let's take a look. Looks like a 2-second delay, which is, it's close, but it's not too close. I want to try it again. The exact same thing. Luigi, reset on 5. I'm just going to count a bit slower after I say 5. And then on reset, obviously, Fright, do your thing. And then we should be good to go to start off the first race. All right. For the last time for this first race, gentlemen, I'll count you guys down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset.
Oh, Logan, I missed my number. Sorry, bro.
It's all good, buddy. It's all good.
I spaced out. That's 100% on me.
Totally fine. We'll go for it one more time. I appreciate the honesty. Again, on 5, Luigi, go for it. And Fright, you're smashing it. It's pretty instant with this Google Meets things, which is kind of cool. But gentlemen, let's get this going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset. This looks pretty perfect, gentlemen. There's about a second or two delay with Luigi just in head. I'm going to wish you guys both luck. Fright, if you can mute us during this intro cutscene, and me and Craigie can start commentating the run, and obviously unmute depending on whoever comes first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Good luck.
Good luck, gentlemen. Welcome in, Craigie. Thoughts on the 2 races today? Do you have an inkling about who you believe may be maybe a bit faster at the game, who might have an advantage? Craigie, you there?
Thank you for the good lucks.
Oh, no. I don't know if he's muted himself. We can hear John. We can hear FrightFiend. Oh, no. He's muted Craigie. Oh, no. Oh, dear. There we go. He's unmuted.
Johnny, you are not muted, by the way.
There we go. A bit of technical difficulties. Luigi hitting Lakitu skip. FrightFiend close behind, going for it as well. And still hitting it. Amazing. A little bit of a wait there. Luigi pulling out in front. Oh, yeah, same question, Craigie, now that you're not on mute. Do you have any idea in terms of, I don't know, consistency for these two guys?
So hold on a second. I'm here. You are muted on the call, so I can't hear. I have to have the Twitch call on in order to hear you.
Oh, no.
So I'm hearing myself twice.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, you know what? It's totally fine. Luigi pulling out ahead, wasn't able to get bomb clip, but has still managed to luckily go for the wood pound. FrightFiend close behind as well with the same thing. 1 star in, about to be neck and neck. And let's take a look at this castle movement and see how they're going. I wonder, Craigie, could you maybe ask John to, FrightFiend to unmute me again, if possible, maybe during a cutscene or something. Oh, wait, here we go. Amazing. There we go, Craigie. You can hear me now totally fine. Is that better?
Okay, perfect. Yes, that's so much better.
Welcome in. Looks like it's been a bit of shambles, but here we are. One
Yeah,
star
it
apiece.
feels like I'm in a work meeting using this Google Meet thing. So that was very in line for how a work meeting usually goes.
Amazing. Yeah, I got a bit of PTSD from using this as well. Looks like Luigi's going for texture setup. Oh, going for the big boy strats. I think he's going to grab the wall there. Yeah, a little bit too close. They're going straight for wild blue. Let's see what FrightFiend does here. Okay. Nice backup. We got a little bit of Mario sound too, which is actually kind of nice. Okay. Looking okay. Now going for the backups here. It's kind of interesting to see. Thoughts on using texture setup versus plank push for race conditions?
Well, if you aren't consistent with the texture setup, that definitely is a more risky way to go. Plank push, if you have it down, is going to be a lot more of a consistent way to go, especially in a race. That said, this is coming from somebody myself who never really got a hang of the plank push setup. So I know that some people are a little bit better at the texture setup than the plank push.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
I don't know if that's either of them.
Yeah, well, we're seeing Luigi's pulling ahead 3 stars now. FrightFiend going for the wild blue backup. I think just waiting there for him. I'm not sure what's going on there. But Luigi's still powering through. Looks like he's going to go for it again. Maybe there was some technical difficulties or something like that. But
yeah, I had to exit out of my my TikTok live. My game is glitching like hardcore.
There we go. Thank you, Circles. You absolute wizard. Appreciate ya.
It's _Circles has just subscribed.
All right, for this Luigi going through for one. Oh, doing the clip through as well. I love seeing that. I was pretty impressed to see. I believe it was maybe JJ who had the movement where you do the jump kick off the side of the womp. I don't do that, so it's really cool to see someone do it and actually. Oh, unlucky from Fright there as well. It's cool to see people's different approaches to the same levels that you see everybody do for this this category as well.
Did we get to hear it all about what types of controllers each of these competitors are using?
I wonder if the notches are coming into play for some of these consistent setups, or if it's just pure unadulterated muscle memory and skill. We did see
trouble there. Dini is getting up to the top of the fortress.
Yeah, it seems like a bit tricky. I like seeing when people do the lineup and then follow it with the double jump when they hit that side flip off it. It shows they're like confident. They're like, "Yep, I've lined this up just right." Luigi on 5 stars, Fright on 3. Still anybody's race. It's very early days. Dark World. I'm very interested to see if this is going to catch people up, if they're both going to go for reds or not. So that'll be, I think, the deciding factor on who can pull ahead at the start of this 16 star.
Does look like they're both going to be going for using the owl.
And we love a bit of aviary assistance here, especially beautiful, especially because if you don't miss it, it's just a free star. It's like a toad star with a text box and a bit of interactive dialogue.
Exactly. He did line up that star with the bottom of the screen and let go, and he was on his way.
FrightFiend coming through again with Cannonless now, so looks like that's one of the trickiest stars in Wumps in terms of consistency and trying to hit it, and that's now out of the way. So a couple of free stars here, and Luigi going into Cool Mountain. Thoughts on doing wall kicks or penguin star first?
I always do wall kicks first. That is the trickier of the two, and I like to get my trickier stars out of the way as early as I can.
Luigi here absolutely flexing, going, nah, I don't need to do that, man. That's the easy start for me. The penguin one's a little bit hard. He's sliding down. It looks like a perfect lineup. All good. I've not seen a single player go for the backflip wall kick strat, which I'm kind of glad to see. But also, I was also kind of blown away by all the strats that Diego was using in yesterday's race. So anything is possible during these runs, in my opinion.
I agree. I think the description of him being the cowboy of the tournament is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah.
He was going for a lot of things that were pretty tricky and risky.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy to see a penguin yeet in the tournament, to be fair. That's a first. Very nice setup from Luigi for that the save, not even hitting fall damage, which I think is great to see. It shows you're pretty familiar with the star. Oh, having trouble here though, getting those wall kicks. Well, he's got them.
FrightFiend is now out of Womps and heading to Cool Mountain.
I'm very interested to see this castle movement as they leave Cool Mountain and enter Bowser. There was a very handy video made to explain how this is done for people to save a bit of time. Let's see. Are people going to get... Let's go. Amazing. Okay. Oh, FrightFiend going for wall kicks straight off. Oh!
Ooh.
Unlucky
Clipped
with the
edge
bonk.
of that platform there.
I do.
It's always a delicate dance of staying close to the edge of that as you come down, but you always risk bonking into it.
Absolutely. I do the roll off myself only so I don't have to grab that accidentally or knock into it. Very much just a saving beginner strat. Luigi going for reds here as well. FrightFiend making it up the second try for wall kicks. Still tailing very close behind. If Fright does not go for reds, this could be a fairly substantial lead for Luigi here. Assuming there are no, obviously, terrible instances to happen in Dark World. There we go, powering through though, playing it safe. I wonder if we're going to see a Shigeru cycle in this tournament. Maybe not. It's interesting when people spend their time on learning and perfecting for 16 stars because it differs for so many people. Some people are all about castle movements. Some people just focus on Dark World. Some people focus on perfect swims, So it's nice seeing the approach, but looking very solid from Luigi here.
It looks like FrightFiend just finished up with Cool Mountain as Dini spawns the red coin star here in Dark World.
This is going to be very good. Unfortunately, activating the Let's Play button, but that is A-OK because he's going to get the star and he's still in the lead. I'd say it's around about a minute ahead at this point, considering the amount of time it takes to do that star with red coins with a bit of movement here and there.
All right, looks like Johnny's going for the red coins.
Let's go. Okay, it's going to be a close race. I'm loving the waiting for this. Oh, a bit of a limp throw from Luigi there, but he's going to... The easiest throw to miss in this one is zero risk for in terms of time loss, everything for this one. It's the worst for obviously Bowser 2, and then just the nerves for Bowser 3 really do get a hold of people, especially if you're in the lead or on PB pace. Very solid movement here from Fright as well, making his way through Dark World, seemingly with no issues whatsoever. We love a consistent king here. Luigi heading downstairs as well. Do you have
from watching?
Yeah, go on.
Oh yeah, I was going to say from watching FrightFiend in the past, I know that he's had some pretty good runs under his belt. I think that there is a bit of an insistence from him to go for specific strats as he goes through his runs that might lose him some time. But he is moving along in this race and keeping things moving. So, and it kind of showed in his recent PB where he got under the 21-minute mark. So we'll see how that carries him through these races.
Absolutely. Luigi going for the pro strats here for SSL, hitting the fast movement, going across. You love to see it. We got FrightFiend entering Dark World, getting ready to line up for his throw as well. Let's see if we see a cheeky Mario cam. No Mario cam. Oh, but a very excellent save. Fantastic. 1 star ahead now at this point. Beautiful throw from Fright as well. It's looking like it's going to come down to Mips to see who has the better Mips to see if Luigi can maintain this lead or not.
There's some quick stars here in the basement, so Dini's star count is going to start climbing here pretty quickly.
Indeed.
As he moves towards that Mips.
I know psychologically too, obviously when you're coming up against someone and you see their star counter start increasing, it's going to be very, very interesting.
Absolutely.
FrightFiend out of Dark World there, little no issues. Very textbook, you'd love to see it. Let's see Luigi's approach for reds.
It looked like Johnny as well did the re-entry into Dark World and exit course instead of leaving the hallway.
It's quite interesting to see. You normally see that in no LBLJ runs. It is a little bit slower, but that being said, it's I personally change my routes when I do races as well because I prefer certain things that I know are just easy and consistent for me, so I understand that. Now on 12 stars, Luigi powering through. Let's see Fright's SSL, see how he goes through it. Very nice.
Stayed on the right side of the pillar and got the flag eye.
I've never seen long jumps to start it off and continue it for SSL. Oh, and using the Mario cam as well. Let's go. Instantly 30 seconds, time save, maybe 40. Looking very good here. Luigi with the C right press at the start upon entering Hazy Maze Cave. You love to see it. Let's see what he's going to go for first. Rolling rocks. Smart man seeing if the RNG is going to be kind to him. Fright. Ooh. Nice correction there on the pyramid.
There we go. Johnny's out of SSL.
One more star for Luigi.
He's got one more.
Yeah, out of HMC. It did seem like he did sort of get that commanding lead in Womp's Fortress, and he's hanging on to it, which is very good. Sometimes when you're in front too, obviously you get a bit nervous knowing you are in front, but staying cool, calm and collected. Fright going for a very textbook red coins as well. Missing that wall kick. I do find this one of the trickiest stars that Luigi's going for right now, but he's gotten it.
Very nice.
Oh, have you seen these two players do MIPS clip? Do you know if these guys are pretty good at it? I've been amazed by everybody's MIPS clip, and I do believe Dini's also on PB Pace right now as well.
Oh wow! I do know Dini has had some. I think he's been frustrated with MIPS in the past, if I remember correctly. So we will see if he has conquered his MIPS woes.
Well, let's see what he's going to do for the setup. Is he going to do the side flip dive, or is he just going to get out of town? Just the punch. Kind of amazing. The second person I've seen.
That's a pretty risky way to approach that.
I know. And seeing two runners do that kind of blows my mind a little bit, but you'd love to see it. It looks like a great setup here for it. Looks good to me. First try MIPS clip. Amazing. Wow. Let's see if he gets through the door. If he loses it in the door, we did have races yesterday lose MIPS in there twice, which is absolutely heartbreaking. Let's see.
And it was coupled with grabbing that MIP star, so it made it impossible to back it up. I do remember
Absolutely. That. Nice work for Luigi as well. FrightFiend entering the last star for HMC. Going to be able to catch up here. We do have BLJs that do make or break a run. One of the hardest tricks for consistency in terms of 16 star as well. So we don't want to count our speed runs yet until APB, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
FrightFiend out of here.
I know that Dini plays Shotgun Mario pretty often. Is there a different strat in Shotgun Mario for getting onto the sub than either front or back?
You can just approach it directly from the side and swim upwards and just shoot. But in terms of shotgun as well, the actual swimming in that game is totally different, man. You can just hold A and shoot, and you swim like 5 times faster. It's amazing. Beautiful setup from FrightFiend to grab a MIPS. Is what I would normally expect to see. Not someone running up and giving him a right hook and grabbing him, but hey, what works, works. Luigi entering Fire Sea right now. Hitting the golden HMC a little bit behind, but still an amazing pace. What are we looking at the moment? 16. There's a potential to sub 20 at this point with no mistakes for Luigi. FrightFiend having a bit of issues with MIPS. Will have to reattempt to clip him through. Here we go. Another one, MIPS causing dramas. This is kind of what I expect to see sometimes with MIPS. Unfortunately. He is going for the backups though. Is doing the readjustments in the door, which is you'd love to see. Is Luigi going to go for left side? No. Playing it safe. He's gotten him.
Got him through the door.
What a backup. You love to see that, man. It's so rare for people to do that little mid-jump air backup, especially with times over 20. So it's a great time save there.
There were a couple races so far, I think, where there was some MIPS grab to get through that first door that were having issues. And I did not see a lot of the jump readjustment. So it was good to see FrightFiend take advantage of that.
Absolutely, yeah. There was a very, very simple guide put together. It had some handy stuff in there. I think that was one of those. Here we go for Luigi. You're running up for this throw. Let's take a look. Oh, is he going to make it or is he going to take the damage? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate. But it's not too bad. I kind of like, as terrible as it sounds, dying in Fire Sea because I know that at the end of the day, it's not going to, it just takes me back into the fight. It's not going to send me the start of the whole level. You know what I mean?
Right. It is a little painful. You see that tail just kind of slide away from you as you go flying into the lava beneath the level. And you can't bump into Bowser. You can't fall off at all here. The way that we run these 16 stars.
Absolutely, yeah. Coming in here with full health is kind of crazy. FrightFiend having a few struggles here, but on the back of the sub, ooh, a little bit of Slide City there. Look like we're doing the Cool Mountain Star yet again. Here we go. Beautiful. Is it making up there with
kicks up there, and he made it.
Excellent.
As
All right.
Dini grabs the Bowser 2 key.
You love to see it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, obviously during this race, if you do have a BLJ mode, I think you know exactly what to do with it. Let's see how Luigi goes with this. I think this could be a good sign for him, or it could be where FrightFiend gets a chance to catch up. Let's see how this plays out. I'm quietly hopeful, but also at the same time, I want to see a close race. So let's see how this pans out. Oh, FrightFiend making his way up there. Very nice. Luigi going for the first attempt. Oh, get out of town. Beautiful BLJs. For the
first try BLJs.
I know. Amazing. First try. Let's see if he goes for the second one. That's got to be, surely if he gets up here for the second one, this could be a goal split for his BLJ emotes. An unfortunate fall there from Fright. Even going into first person mode to look at his shoes and just ponder life for a moment. And Luigi making it up to the second lot of stairs. Looks like he's heading into Bowser in the Sky right now. FrightFiend making his way back up into Fire Sea. Let's see how Luigi goes. I have not seen his Dark World. I've watched some of these guys prepare, but I didn't want to watch too much because I kind of want to be surprised during these races. And so far, looking very good. Is he going to go for the triple? No. Greggy, do you think that Luigi is going to be going for the elevator platform skip in Sky or not?
Going for the log skips here.
Yeah, everyone calls them logs. They don't look like logs to me. They're square.
I agree. That's why that terminology confused me when I started speedrunning. But I was like, I guess they're made out of wood. They're big square logs, I guess. But it looks like he's going to be taking the elevator here.
There's nothing wrong with that. Being able to do this and hit that triple is very handy. Unfortunately, missing it, but going straight for the pole. Still a commanding lead. FrightFiend about to hit this Bowser throw in for the Fire Sea. Let's see how he goes. Unfortunate. A little miss there. Nothing too wild. Let's see. Luigi doing very well. I'm loving the rollout dive movements, a few other things. Very solid here. Ooh, an unalive in Fire Sea. Again, it's happened for both players at this point, so nothing too wild, and it's still very good pace at this point. They're approaching
taking the safe route off that last elevator.
Yeah, it's a smart thing to do here. I suppose if you're not worried, if you're concerned, then you want to keep your lead. Let's see how many throws Luigi's going to go for, or sorry, going to hit.
He has a chance at a PB still.
He's at 2103.
Good throws. Oh, he has a 2103 now?
So unfortunately, he's too good of a player to be able to PB here, but he could still take this first W away of this best of 3 16 star and start trying to make his way into the semis. Oh. Doing laps here, getting vertigo. Beautiful first throw. I'd be amazed if you missed that. I think if you're right next to the bomb and you miss the Bowser throw, you kind of get kicked out of the tournament. Here we go. Second throw. Ooh. Sometimes those hitboxes are very generous. And, you know, sometimes you see things like that where it goes just right next to it.
Looks like we'll get a chance to see how FrightFiend's BLJs look this evening.
Oh. What is this lineup? Is it good? Oh, no. Let's see him go. Take two for the BLJs. Is he going to make it up there? Oh, my gosh. Both players hitting very nice BLJs. Getting sent right back to the back of the clock, preserving their speed. Very good. Dini, look, taking his time. There is no rush here. in terms of doing it. You just need to be better than the person you're racing. Going for the second lot. This is his final throw. Let's see if he can clutch this out. FrightFiend trying to get his way up these stairs. Amazing. Hitting the BLJs while Dini hits his final throw. Let's see if something, I don't know, does he fall off the stage before he gets a star? But I think, touch wood, this first race is going to go to Luigi. Amazing work there. Hitting a 22:47, which is pretty good. My timer only said 22:49, so that's very, very close in terms of the timing. And FrightFiend obviously still in Bowser in the Sky. Congratulations, Luigi, taking the first W there. Good work.
Yeah, a little nerve-wracking, bro. Just a little nerve-wracking.
I can totally understand where you're coming from there. You were on PB pace there for a hot moment out of HMC, which I'm sure would have been a bit stressful for you as well on top of the race.
Yeah, you know what? I saw that gold in HMC, and my eyes lit up a little bit. And then, yeah, you know what? That throw in Fire Sea was just not good. It was just bad.
Yeah,
the throw, and then I jumped right off the level trying to get trying to get his tail. It just didn't pan out. It's cool though. It's all right.
Yeah, hey, look, at the end of the day, you beat Bowser 3 times, and you know that was not the case for him. He only beat you once. FrightFiend. There's no need for you to finish the whole level, man. It's all G.
Okay.
But he's going for the skip too, by the way. That would have been a very big time save in the run. He's getting in some last second practice before we get into the next run, which you do quite like to see. You know, he's committed to the grind. What will get both players to do as soon as you can is obviously go through, reset, and make sure you have a clear save file, so we can go back in and get ready for the second race. I also do kind of want to see what are your thoughts on the race, Fright. What did you think went well and went bad for yourself?
Yeah, right out of the gate in the beginning, my TikTok live was like lagging my game out. So if you see me stop in Womps, I had to kind of mess around with my desktop there. So
yeah, we did notice that. It was just sort of a little pause right next to Wild Blue. I'm like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah, exactly. It was really messing me up with my cannon list. So definitely some major time loss there.
Absolutely. But obviously, apart from that, I think it was a very good run.
Fun. Definitely fun.
No big issues there in terms of your Dark World was very solid. Just a few. Luigi was just able to hit a bit smoother movement and just maintain that lead for a moment. If you're ready to reset, Fright, so we can make sure you got 0 save file, and we can try and link up this second race again.
All right, and I'll mute myself this time. My bad.
That's all good. I was going to ask if you could as well, so thank you so much for being courteous. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to hold back the emotions.
Yeah, I can hear you getting frustrated when you unalived and stuff like that.
I felt bad. I'm like, yeah, they probably don't want to hear any of this shit right now. All right.
Big thank yous to obviously both Fright and Luigi's community for watching their streams and supporting them, especially considering this isn't a normal stream time for them as well. I can see a few gifts going through, so just want to let you guys know it is definitely appreciated that you're still supporting him. Are you both sitting at 0 stars for this save file?
Yep.
Sure.
Fright, are you running on Yusamune?
I am.
Why?
Interesting.
I don't know.
Do you have the normal vanilla on? Can you boot it up just for consistency's sake?
Yeah, of course.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So just go in the menu real quick and change it to 16. Woohoo!
Yeah, let me actually update this too to race 2, and obviously the scores here as well. So we're on to race 2 of this best of 3.
You might have to you might have to adjust it because I'm putting up a new screen for it.
I see in the actual meeting.
Yeah, it's up now. But
Beautiful.
I'm not sure
all looks good for me, man. LuigiDini with a big chunky 1 next to that name.
Let me just make sure
All right, I'm not going to assume that the lag has gotten any worse, but it's definitely blasting Dini full of government. Is Bro sharing this on MS Teams? Hey, it's called Google Meets, all right? And we got to do what we got to do because not everybody's able to use Discord. But look, latency for this, I'm very impressed. Honestly, like I've never used this before, but this looks really cool. So it looks like both players are ready. Luigi, reset on 5. Fright, obviously on the word reset. And let's see if we can get race 2 underway. And then when that happens, Fright, if you could just mute yourself and Luigi, that would be amazing. But we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we'll make sure it's the go ahead before we start it.
Right now.
Yeah. All right. Gentlemen, I'm going to count you down. Let's see how this goes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Let's take a look and see how far. We're about 3 seconds behind there for Luigi, which is a little bit too big for this gap. So once again, players, I'll get you to give it a red hot go again. And I'm obviously going to do the countdown once more. I know those two are muted though. Do they hear me? Surely they do.
They should still be able to hear you.
If you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Excellent. 11 out of 10. Let's do the countdown once more. Ready to reset. Fright, you can hear us as well?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, cool. Once again, I'm actually going to refresh Dini's stream again too, just in case. Maybe it's a latency issue on my side as well because I'm running 2 streams and watching 2 other streams at the same time. Actually, no, there's a big delay. Okay, just making sure. All right. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I'm going to count you guys again.
Dark Bluicus has just subscribed.
Amazing work on the muting. That was very handy. So again, just on 5 is fine. I'll just count a little bit slower. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Okay. We have a 2-second difference here. FrightFiend a little bit ahead here. Sorry, a little bit behind Dini, but we'll keep that into account. If this is a very close race, we need to remember that Luigi does have a small lead. Thank you so much for muting. Craigie, we're on to round 2 already. Nice quick races.
Yeah, they weren't too far apart, I don't think. I think if there's a pretty good if it stays close coming out of the lobby, then I think it'll stay close for the rest of the race. I think that with FrightFiend's difficulties with MIPS there, that did add some time on there, but I think realistically either of them could take this next one.
Absolutely, yeah, it is definitely possible. Obviously, a PB does not mean that's how consistently you run the game, but Luigi's showing is still very, very able to get super close to that. Actually looking at cheeky ground pound and speaking to Lagartoo from Luigi at the start. FrightFiend going for Lagartoo skip. He could pull ahead here. Beautiful. And that is how you instantly take the lead away from somebody. You love to see it. Let's see how he goes. Going in. No Mario Cam from either players though. Kind of interesting to see. Kind of wouldn't expect it. Let's see how they go in. This again is a way to steal the lead from somebody. Whoever hits bomb clip and who doesn't will be in front after this star as well. Want to see these setups for him. I believe it's once you know what you're doing for this in terms of the timing for the double jump, it's not too bad. Oh, the spacing not too good from Fright. Let's see how Luigi goes. Unlucky for both players.
Ooh.
Pounding the wood here.
Pounding wood.
Fright still keeping that lead though, which is good. I hope we see a quick cannonless on Fright's behalf so we can sort of turn the tables a little bit and see if he can get a redemption arc straight away, which we'd like to see. Let's see how they go. And again, please remember everybody, Luigi does have a little bit of a head start here as well. So he has around 3 seconds in front. So FrightFiend's lead is actually a little bit more than you would expect, even though the gameplay is so close. We're going to see 2 long jumps in there from Fright. Looking interesting. I'm hoping to see Assault Canalist maybe in the semis. Just everybody, we remove the race. First person to hit Assault Canalist wins.
Maybe you should have included that in your video, although I think there are some other tips that are a little easier that weren't followed by every racer.
That's true. Oh, unlucky from Luigi. Let's see how Fright goes with this setup. Oh, again, too far to the left, grabbing that ledge here. Let's see how he goes. No setup, just grabbing the ledge. Good lineup though, very good.
Ooh.
Unlucky as well. Luigi pulling ahead on star count because he's gone for the backup straight away after the fall. Looks like Fright's going to take that back up and then try and line up again. Let's see how they go for take two. Nice movement.
I do believe that Cannonless really is one of those stars where you can see the difference in having notches on a controller versus not. You've really got to go straight down once you come up off the plank. And if you don't have that movement down for going exactly straight down without the notches, it can be really tough to get consistent.
Absolutely. Now, that's definitely a big... I remember watching people who play on... both players now hitting Cannonless. Luigi just in ahead as well, showing that, hey, we may not have notches, but we don't need them at this point. But yeah, I do remember watching players having to look down at their hands. Even myself, when I first started, I ran on the Nintendo Switch. So it, what do you call it? It is definitely a weird thing to train your hand to do to hit a specific point every time. Luckily, the 64 knew that was the case and invented notches. Nice whomp from Luigi here. Are we going to see the same thing from Fright? No issues, no one getting squished? Amazing. 1, 2. Oh, very clean. Oh, there we go. No damage though. Still, this is
right underneath the bottom there.
Yeah, much closer than the last race. This is getting good. And I think the Dark World choke could be a lot more real now, especially considering that there's a lot more on the line. If you're pretty far in the lead, you know you can take a moment and you can sort of have a breather, but that's not the case if someone's right behind you. On the same star count, Fright re-entering, Luigi making his way up for the Tower Star. We saw a few flubs here, but nothing too major. Nice use of the camera from both players here as well, making sure to set it up for the right points. Beautiful from Luigi. Ooh. FrightFiend making it up as well.
Yep, made it up. And on a note for any speedrunners, other speedrunners watching, or even people that don't speedrun but just enjoy watching, the camera movement for speedrunning this game is just as important as moving the analog stick to get Mario around. It's almost as much of an art. Maybe it might even be harder than the actual movement of Mario sometimes, especially to perfect it. So it's really cool to see some of the players, especially Dini and FrightFiend here, using the camera to their advantage to help with their movement.
Absolutely. I completely agree. I think the camera is one of the biggest parts. There's a lot of points in runs where I just have to hold one direction and I let the camera do all the work for me. So, and it's a weird thing to sort of learn because you think, well, I'm moving Mario, but Luigi and FrightFiend both leaving womps here. Luigi a little bit ahead, about to enter Cool Mountain. Let's see. And speaking of camera work, what they're doing for these wall kick stars is a good example of that. If you don't know to adjust it, you're doing the star blind. You just have to sort of feel it out. But then knowing to press that C left when they spawn in and jump down. But Luigi going for Pingu to start it off. No one has slammed into that left wall yet, which is kind of good to see. Beautiful from FrightFiend. Amazing.
And another great example of camera work there. When you get to the bottom, you do a quick 1-2 press of the R button to change the camera, and it brings Lakitu back down to you so you can see what you're doing.
Yeah, a little bit of a camera reset. I don't know what's happened with this camera angle from FrightFiend, though. We were just complimenting him, and it seems to have gone a bit sour. But let's see if he makes it up there. Beautiful.
There we go. Dini going now for the same star.
You see that that camera reset as well, looking good there. Lining up for a moment. Neck and neck on star count. Luigi having the same issue in the first race as well. Just the wall kicks here.
The nerves might be throwing them off on their timing here. That timing on the wall kicks can be a little tricky because of the colors of the textures. It's a little bit difficult to see where you need to go, but sometimes it just takes a second to get used to it.
Very true. Luigi now out of Cookle Mountain, about to make his way into Bowser the Dark World, the first and, in my opinion, one of the hardest levels of the entire run. So I'm interested to see how he pulls out ahead from here, if he can maintain this lead, or the triangle rotating platforms either there or just after that is where I anticipate someone taking a bit of a dive. Just because that's where I lose my runs a lot of the time, if I'm being honest.
It's a very tricky section, and the geometry of those pyramids on the spinning platforms can make them a little bit unpredictable as well. Sometimes you'll long jump or do a regular jump off of them, and you'll be going in a slightly different direction than you expected. Not to mention the fact that they are moving. Especially for these runners who are over the 20-minute mark on their PBs, they might not have the experience yet to deal with all of the directions that could throw them as they move through Dark World.
Absolutely. A lot of nuance in this second half of Dark World, especially. Luigi playing it very safe, going through. Looks like he's going to wait. He's going to wait for a past regular cycle and just go for, missing the red. That little rotation is going to give Fright time to catch up. He is now hot on his heels, very, very close.
Only one coin behind at this point.
Yes. Let's see how he goes here. This is the tricky part where people can do a rollout or a long jump and bonk, and that's it. Very nice. Star sporting for Luigi there. Fright going for the last 2 red coins as well. All the Goombas.
Double long jump.
Nice.
Oh, Goomba's coming after him.
Once again, going for that let's play button. Looking very solid though. Still maintaining that lead. Let's see how Fright goes from here.
Ooh, another let's play button press.
You know what? At least they're consistent.
Exactly. Hey, they made it up there to that star.
Yeah, no deaths, no nothing. That's kind of amazing to see. Leaving a Dark World either sub 10 or just around that 10-minute mark is a very good a pace, especially for trying to make your way through here. Luigi's splits looking very green and about to turn red. After this Dark World, having to wait that one rotation seems to have cost him a bit of time.
FrightFiend just missed that first throw, but got the second one pretty cleanly.
Absolutely, right next to it. It's looking solid. Luigi going to head downstairs and Fright going to grab this star. I wonder if he's going to go for the save and quit again or if he's going to do the jump down. Because I do know that, especially during one of the previous races, people were listening to the commentary and actively changing what they were doing. Which is races. Fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's committed. He's like, you know what? Doesn't matter to me. I'm so consistent, I'll make it at the same time.
He's prepping for the LBLJ route.
Yeah, exactly. He's ready. That's the sort of stuff I'd expect to see from Diego. He's like, you know what? No, I'm going to go for triple box jump, even though I don't need it yet. Here we go. Going into shifting Sandland, Fright right behind him. An unalive from either of these players during these quick stars will definitely give the other one a much, much further lead into this race. Nice movement from Fright, though, making his way into the castle. Through the castle, sorry, I should say.
Again, that castle movement is extremely important. It can be a difference of multiple seconds throughout a run.
Absolutely. Oh no. Unfortunate, missing the fly guy there. The approach, does he have a backup? Is he going to go for pyramid or is he going to go for the bird again? Is he going for pyramid? Luigi hitting pyramid at the same time. 1 star ahead now at this point, and still talons to go for Fright. It's looking like Luigi's going to hold this lead for a moment, and let's see if he can maintain it while Fright goes back in for talons. What do you think went wrong there, Craigie? Why didn't it work?
Oh, the FrightFiend came up a little bit too far to the left on the approach to the pillar, and
not holding
just
A
saw
there.
him miss Klepto on the way over. Yeah, the fly.
Oh no,
it's not good.
Oh no, is he going to save? No.
Ooh.
That is rough. That is incredibly rough to see. It should have been just a run on the slide there. but also holding A after hitting Klepto is would have been an easier way to hit him. Luigi now about to get his 13th star after speaking to Toad. Fright going for Talons yet again. If he can pull through this again, unless Luigi gets a perfect MIPS, straight away he's you know what he's going for. He's like, you know what? What's he doing? He has that star. Where's he going?
Ooh, I think he might have been going for the backup of hitting Klepto on top of the pyramid, but he was too far by the time he got up there.
Oh yeah, very interesting. That's right. Made his way here. Is he going to get his way to the star as well? Beautiful. I love the live adaptation of, you know what? I don't think this is working. I'm instantly going to go for the backup in the middle of the first pillar as well.
Dini grabbing the rolling rock star here. He's got one left in HMC before he moves on to MIPS.
Looking very good. We have all stars at the moment are very, very quick stars. We've got 11-second star, a 16-second star, and a 15-second star. So included with castle movement, close to a minute of lead that Luigi is having, actually a little bit less because he hasn't gotten his last star yet. And this wall kick is going to give him some grief yet again. Nice backup though. 15. He is ready to go.
Off to the races.
Fright going make his way to HMC as well. Going to go to the Toad Star. Actually, I've never timed the Toad Star. What is that, a 1-second star technically because you should speak to him? Oh, Luigi going for the scenic route to collect MIPS, but it's going to pay off for him because he's going to grab him around this corner. He's going to do the punch again. Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is a scary one. Ooh, wow.
I'm amazed. Why does he do it? I mean, it's awesome, but why does he do it? It just blows my mind. It's like deciding to like speed run this, but like halfway through the run, you're like, you know what? This star controller's upside down. I'm just gonna do it harder. Oh, first miss on that clip though. Luigi, oh, the second one as well. Having a bit of trouble lining it up here. That one looks kind of perfect though.
All
Amazing.
Right, get through the door. Yep.
Third time's a charm. FrightFiend catching up, about to get his last star in HMC. Just being rolling rocks, so no chance of an unalive here unless he somehow falls in that middle pit. What has... okay. We'll keep the race going, but it looks... Whoa. It looks like we have had the meeting absolutely end in the middle of the race, which I don't know what is happening. Luigi doing very well though, on a very big lead, literally because we can't see the competition. I'm not sure if he's going to redo it, but there's nothing we can really do here. I think we obviously will keep the run going, but he might have to take this as a forfeit. I mean, he's done very well to obviously keep a lead and maintain a lead, unless we can get agreements to restart the race. But it also is very late for these two players, so looking very well. This is where FrightFiend, yeah, he comes back in all of a sudden. He's on like 13-minute pace. It's showing Greed Suiji's gameplay in the background. A very, very interesting scenario to have here. Apologies, gentlemen, for well, it's a good thing no one's calling it out in chat. Oh my God, I keep forgetting. But yeah, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild to see. I don't know what's going to happen. Should I check my emails? What do I do? First, we had the technical difficulties of like this not of not being able to get it going with Diego's, and now we just had someone leave. I don't know. And now Luigi can't hear me. Now FrightFiend can't hear me. Craigie has been removed. He's restarting his dial-up modem. Yeah. I can't there's no muting because I'm not in the meeting. The meeting was closed down. He definitely did not quit. That is not the case. But yeah, I'm going to check my email while this happens to see if something went wrong. I'm going to try and no, yeah, I tried to rejoin the same meeting invite and it told me the call has ended. Maybe there was an hour limit on it, which would be kind of wild to do. Here we go. Let's see. Still sweet FA here. Luigi doing very well. Craigie, do you want to hop back into the lobby? I am panicking. Oh dear. It automatically ended. That's horrible. That's not helpful at all. Let me check my TikTok DMs. Oh my God. Oh dear, Craigie. I've just been dying the entire time. You know what? Luigi's powering through this, and if he plays through and he finishes this race, I'm giving the W to him. This is definitely what do you call it? Disqualification. Like touch wood. We didn't know it was going to happen, but like it is racing. We can't expect someone who was in the lead to want to assume to restart after doing really, really well. I think this is a free W for him at this point. Let's see. Let's take a look at his splits and see how he's going. He's a little bit behind. But like his PB,
it is a very solid race run. I will say that.
Yeah, very much so. Thank you guys for all the support. Oh my God. Oh no. That's you know what? At least the worst happened now, and it didn't happen during the semis or the grand finals. You know, that would be a lot more painful to have to give away the race there. I haven't seen either of these lovely gentlemen, even Fright, jumping into chat to even explain what's going on, because it looks like it was just set for 1 hour. Yeah, Dini is very consistent, guys. Let's just enjoy his the remainder of this run. And shout outs to Dini for being an absolute trooper and seeing how he goes. I wonder if FrightFiend is going to come back and say, this is the time. Like, here's the time I eventually got.
I haven't seen any. I've checked email and everything.
Yeah, he just said it was the free version of Meat and it got cut out. I see. That is wild. Didn't know that was a thing, man. I did not know that was a thing. I'm so sorry to hear that's how it went, but playing very well too. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to give this one to Dini. There is there's no way around it at this point. He's obviously kept going. He's done very well too. He's on a good pace. Going to hit a nice is potential for a very low 21 here, and his PB at the moment is a 21:03 too. So within a minute, I think of a PB is pretty good.
Absolutely. Yep. He's looking good right now.
I might have to invite him into the Discord part of this after he finishes this race to let him know. This is like my worst nightmare, if I'm being honest. So sorry, Craigie. This had to be the run, but obviously as we move into semis and grand finals as well, I would love to have you on again. I really did enjoy the insight that you've been providing. Let's see if he goes for these throws. Looking good.
I would love to come back.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe having maybe 1 or 2 or 3 races on at the same time, but it's sort of like doing a little rotation of like this person and this, like just like handing the commentary around, because everybody does have beautiful. Let's go, dude. He has done it. I'm going to invite him into this Discord call, and we have to not have to. We're going to get to congratulate this absolute wizard of a man. Wait, that's
only 10 seconds or 20 seconds off of PB.
Yeah, that's massive. Incredibly massive right there. Let's see if we can get him into the call. Very unfortunate. I feel bad for FrightFiend as well, in the same vein. But let's see if we can get Luigi in here with a cheeky little invite. Should be good on his phone. He doesn't come up with his bloody username when I try to do it. It's so interesting to see. I can end this timer now.
I did just see another invite come through from FrightFiend. You
did? Okay. Well, give us one moment. That way we can at least all discuss this. And we all have the email. So, you know what? Let's jump over there and see if that's okay. Oh, wait. Is that Luigi?
You guys there?
Let's go. Dude, I can't believe what happened during that race. Absolutely wild.
I don't. I have no idea what happened.
So
Honestly, like I saw my phone turn off, and then I was like, not my phone, my screen turned off, and I'm like, okay. So I just kept running, and I don't know what happened.
So basically, so the meeting that he had set up to share this is the free version. It lasts for 1 hour, which we did not know. So halfway, maybe, I don't know, as soon as you were just before Die Docs, the meeting ended. I lost Craigie. We lost Fright's screen. And it was just you racing and me having a little mentee B, not knowing what's going on, which is kind of wild. But
I'm sure you handled yourself fine, though, bro.
Yeah. Oh, my God, I was freaking out. I'll be honest, I was freaking out. But at this point, I mean, unless you would like to do it again, I called that as a disqualification, really. I couldn't see the race. We couldn't see what was going on. And you stayed consistent unless for some reason he comes through and says, I got a 1999, you know? Again, if there's no proof, there's no recording of it. There's not a lot we can actually do here.
Yeah, I mean, isn't he live though right now?
You know what? Don't know. Let me check.
I had to end his live because it was causing his computer to lag.
Oh,
there we go. But he did send through an invite link in the old emails, gentlemen. If you want to jump over into it and see if he's there, and we can actually all discuss this because there's 4 of us. Might be a bit of a play. Did you get what is it in your inbox? Yeah, it's in there too. I'm going to jump over into there and have a chat with him. If you want to jump over as well too, congrats again, Dini, man. I'm calling this a W for yourself.
GG's, Dini.
Yeah, incredible.
So we're hopping into the Google Meet now?
Yeah, let's just hop in there just so we can all chat together. Bit of unfortunate circumstance here, but still good to see. At least we're going to hear what happened from him, and obviously if he did finish the run, how it even went on his perspective. But I'll see you guys in there in a moment.
Sounds good.
All right, let me jump out of this little Discord arena. And we're heading into I'm ready to join. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Always seeing his Google Meet. I'm going to the big cam here. Wild stuff.
Out of that call right at the hour mark.
I use Google Meet on a daily basis, not on this profile, but on my work profile, and that's never happened to me before, ever.
That was kind of wild. I really the Craigie boy thing up here as well.
I had no idea.
Did you end up?
I didn't finish because I was trying to let you guys know, I'm out.
That was unfortunate, to be fair, but I think obviously considering the time of night and because even for this time zone, this wasn't one of Luigi's preferred times, and he was happy to do it to accommodate for yourself. So because we did lose the run and the commentary and part of the thing, we're gonna have to give this one over to Luigi. Apologies. But dude, it was a very close race for the second one. A lot better than the first, man. I was excited to see it. It's unfortunate it went how it went, but we're gonna have to definitely maybe do another one of these in the future. Have a redemption arc for some of these races, because that was I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to see BLJs and everything else here.
Yeah, same here, man. That was kind of frustrating.
Yeah, oh no, I can yeah, you're telling me, man, I absolutely freaked out.
I was like, Jesus Christ. That's why I was just like, all right, let me just hop in his live and let him know what happened.
Yeah, I was trying, as soon as it sort of happened, I sort of was looking around the comments and stuff. But obviously until that happened, comments on yourself on the race until ignoring the Google issue. How did you think you were going, man? Was that PB pace for you? Was that were you still thinking it was bad?
For me, I mean, I definitely don't think that was PB pace. I mean, I died in Shifting Sandland, but I also died in Shifting Sandland on my PB. But I mean, it was slow, and then I missed the talons, and I had to do a backup. So I mean, I was definitely slower. I would have had to have a perfect MIPS, perfect Fire C up to a pretty good bits with really good Bowser throws.
Yeah, absolutely. Up until Dark World, from there too, it all looked very solid for me. No mistakes, nothing there from yourself. In terms of Luigi, your run looked very good to me. How did you think you went over both races?
No, I mean we we missed PB by like 19 seconds on the second run. It definitely felt, like I calmed myself a little bit. I'm still like super tense, but that's part of the course with me. But no, second run was pretty solid. It was smooth. But yeah, it felt good. It felt good. I still can't hit a Bowser throw for the life of me in, Dark World or Fire Sea, but, God forbid we do that. But aside from that, it felt good. It felt really good.
And it was good backups too. I like the way that you did some people do the run towards the bomb and the backflip, but it looks like even though there were some issues with that, but you smashed it, man. Congratulations again. Right. That is very good. So just to brief everybody on what is happening, obviously me and Craigie will have a little bit of a chat. We'll jump back into the Discord and sort of summarize our experiences with this, but Luigi has made it into the semifinals. We're going to have 2 races for the semifinals, one being a 2-man race and then a 3-man race. And then obviously the 2-man one is normal, best of 3, and the 3-man one will be first to 3. So first with 3 16-star victories. So it'll be a bit of a longer race because there's 3 contestants. And that'll lead us up to grand finals. So we now have our 5 contestants. I'm going to take a day or two to obviously sort out the times with everybody, make sure it all works, and make some promotional material, sort of shout out what's happened so far in these first 5 races. It's kind of wild to think there's been 5 already, but it's been a lot of fun. Any final comments from the 2 races? From yourself, you want to shout yourselves out where people can find you, stuff like that would be amazing. Starting, of course, with Luigi, who got the W today.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just wanted my biggest shout outs, obviously, to my crew. This is, like you said, Logan, this is not a normal time slot for us. I'm usually like 6:30 in the late afternoon. We stay on for a couple hours, and then old man's got to go to bed.
Absolutely.
But I've got the best crew in the world. They show up for me every night, and they stayed up for me tonight. So I can't thank them enough. And obviously, Craigie and Logan, thank you guys for commentating. And it's funny, like Johnny and I talked about racing a while ago, and then like literally a couple days before the pairings came out, and we were like talking about an exhibition, and then you put us up against each other, and we both got super pumped. So I was pumped to be up against him. He's a really good runner, and it's just thank you guys for putting this whole thing together. It's really bringing our community together at whole.
And in terms of where people can find you online, I believe your username on TikTok is LuigiDini Stream. Do you stream anywhere else as well, or just primarily on TikTok?
Once we get a better computer, I'll be back on the Purple app as well under LuigiDini, so that's still active. But I'm just currently streaming on TikTok.
Beautiful. Amazing. Well, a lot of people here found me originally from TikTok as well, so I'm sure you'll be able to see a few new faces popping in. Thank you so much, man. If you like, you can jump out. I'll be reaching out to yourself privately over the next day or two to sort this out. FrightFiend, for yourself, where can people find you? And do you stream anywhere else? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, you can find me via my username is FrightFiend, and my handle, whatever you want to call it. I stream Mario 64 once in a while. I'm not as consistent as I used to be, but I definitely enjoyed doing this. Community is awesome. Everybody who shows up for streams, I appreciate everybody. Logan, really appreciate you setting this up. This entire tournament's been awesome. Everybody has been good sports. I know everything hasn't been smooth. I mean, I know there's been technical difficulties here and there, like this last run, a couple of others. So I appreciate everybody being good sports who are watching. But this is truly awesome. It's great for the community, and again, everybody in the community is just purely awesome. Congrats, Dini. I hope you make it far, brother, and good luck to everybody who's in the finals.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. So once again, everybody, if you're on TikTok, FrightFiend or LuigiDini, the usernames, I'll bring them up on screen one more time for anybody who may have missed them, but they are in the title as well of the streams. So there should be no issues there. Thank you again, gentlemen. Me and Craig are going to jump into the Discord call for a moment and just sort of summarize the races and bid our dues. But I will see you guys soon. Nice work on the gameplay we did get to see, of course. And we'll see some more of this leading into the semifinals.
Sounds good, buddy. Thank you guys so much.
Great job, you two. It was a pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
All right, let's get Craigie back over to what do you call it? Over to the main stage here. Absolutely wild. I can't. A bit unfortunate with how it all panned out, but here we go, Craigie. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Oh my goodness, what an unfortunate way to get a victory in a tournament.
I know. And the one thing that I will say is with Dini being in the lead before the technical difficulties happened, I do at least feel good that I unless there was like a mistake somewhere, which Dini didn't really make any big mistakes. I do think that we still would have seen Dini take those two and win the race today.
Absolutely, yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that he had a pretty good lead leading into it, I of course would have reconsidered maybe, if we wanted to do a re-race and instantly trying to get Luigi to stop. But obviously we can't discredit the fact that he was doing a very, very good run up to that point and then just saying, oh, sorry, actually, because of something outside of your control, you're going to have to do it again. But the gameplay definitely sort of leveled up from FrightFiend in that second race as well. You could see he was doing a lot better than that first one.
Yes, absolutely. There was the little bit of mistake that we saw there in Shifting Sandland that started making that the spread between the two of them happen. But it was really cool to see all of the like how close they were, even all the way through Dark World. That it was really good to see that a little bit more consistent and a quicker moving Womp's Fortress. So many people get stuck in Womps that it's good to just see them push through and get it done.
Absolutely, especially considering the amount of resets. I'm sure if there was a way to count them, the amount of resets in Womps would be the highest in the entire game.
Oh yeah.
Just
100%.
absolutely wild. If you had to, this is sort of something new I want to try, but if you, obviously not in a bad way, if you had to give one tip to either of these runners or both of them, based on what you've seen today, what would you do considering you're a bit more of a seasoned player?
That is a great question. I would say that working on consistent movement, and we talked a bit about the notched controllers and things. For people who just can't do those notched controllers or just prefer using things like Xbox and PlayStation controllers and playing emulators, just working on finding that consistent movement, thinking about the game as if you are moving in those 8 directions on a notched controller. If you think about the game and the movement in that way, it will help you just think about the possibilities and the proper ways to move Mario throughout the game, whether that is in a level and going for stars or the castle movement to get between each world. I think that is probably the most fundamental thing to work on, but it's also extremely important.
Absolutely, I agree. For me, in terms of more specific tips, I would have to say for obviously during race conditions, these are all opinions. People can do whatever they like. Try and get the plank push set up where you do the run at the plank and you jump and grab because it lines you up perfectly. As opposed to having to run over, individually hop in the air. And then the rest of it is 100% consistent. Again, as long as you are hitting that direct down notch, which I did see a few people struggle with. I did see the save and quit, obviously leaving Dark World, which is slower, which I think definitely would save you a few seconds there, a bit of free time save there. And some Mario Cam in the basement level when you're navigating the what do you call it? When you're navigating the downstairs areas, Mario Cam obviously is a great way to make sure you can cut those tight corners and save a bit more time too. I didn't see anything else too risky, but could be wrong.
And again, the camera, even for these runners who are in this 20-25 minute range, I still see some mistakes with the camera or not having a good grasp on, or not having the best grasp on using the camera to their advantage, using consistent camera setups for the movement, again, both in the castle and moving throughout the worlds.
Yeah, very true. I did what do you call it? I think you gave me that piece of advice too when we raced last. If people don't know, we actually have, me and Craigie Boy have raced, and we will again after he gets married. But what do you call it? About the HMC 100 BLJ. I now do it with Mario Cam.
All right.
Yeah, and it's much better, much better.
Absolutely. That camera does not freak out on you.
Yeah,
You,
I was looking for
use
the
that
freak
Mario
out.
Cam C down.
Yeah, I was like, I'm waiting for it to start shifting in Lakitu, and then from there I'm going to then I'm going to start the triple, and it's like I can just look for the black line and just go see down, and away I go. It does look a bit cursed, my setup, but it still works. So that's it. I haven't.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly. As long as I'm not missing the trick, that's amazing. People are asking right now if I do have my capture card. It's still the same capture card. It's just it's going to cut out and freak out. So I can't do any runs on this. I will be streaming tonight though, with a big surprise, a Mario 64 related surprise. So stay tuned for that. But thank you again, Craigie, for coming along. I appreciate your insight, your commentary. It was very good. For the future too, don't feel bad if you're going to cut me off, man. Totally fine. Just go for it. I've invited you.
It's totally one of those things where I want to make sure, like I know that we both got good things to say, and I want to just give us both the space to say it. So I'm more than happy to cut in and say things.
Absolutely. I appreciate that so much. Well, thank you so much, Craigie. I do appreciate everybody on TikTok as well. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave the thing here and just sort of give people a summary on what's been going on. But I look forward to maybe getting you to commentate again on one of these runs a bit later on.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I wanted to just say one more thing before I jump off.
Of course.
I know that FrightFiend and Dini kind of talked about, wanting to jump in and do races and everything with each other. And you've set up this tournament. It's super awesome. If you're out there and you are speedrunning Super Mario 64 or any game, don't be afraid to reach out to other people and get like pickup races and stuff going. It's a super good way to get practice doing these runs under stress. It's a super great way to help build community. I highly encourage everybody to, it'd be super cool if everybody was racing each other all the time and we got all sorts of races to watch all the time. And I think how many people are tuning in and enjoying this tournament is a testament to how much people want to see these races. So
absolutely, I love watching races, man. So it's a good little moment for me too. Like I really have enjoyed commentating too, if I'm being totally honest. It's been really sick. So hopefully, I mean, that's all my speed runs are. It's just me commentating my own run.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, thank you again, Craig. I appreciate it. And everyone wants to find him on the Purple app. Can someone do a shout out, one of the mods to Craigie Boy? And do you have TikTok open? Could you put your name in the chat as well so people can find you and follow you if they aren't already? I believe it's just
don't have it open.
What's your username? Is it just Craigie Boy?
Let me type it in chat. No, it is. Here, I'm going to type it into the
Dead Guy Drives
chat. Yeah.
There we go. If we can get a shout out for them. Oh, wow. I can't type your username in TikTok because it hates it.
It filters it.
Wow. Interesting. But that's good. We finally have it. But yeah, I agree with what Craigie said. If you guys want to race each other or sort of set it up, just go for it. There's nothing stopping you. It's good practice. There are also Discords dedicated to Mario 64 that help out. But yeah, thanks again, Craigie. I'll jump out of the call and I'll give people a little summary on what's going on because I feel like I haven't spoken to people directly in 5 streams now, so I feel a bit bad.
Hey, go for it, man. I'm excited for your stream tonight. I guess it's tonight for you and in the morning for me.
Yeah, much love, buddy. I'll see you soon.
See ya.